Today, I'm going to give you 5 simple steps to edit your wardrobe. Hi, it's Javelle, the face behind Style by Javelle. And what I want to do is talk about wardrobes, because how many of you have walked into your wardrobe and thought, I have nothing to wear, but in fact that wardrobe is actually full of clothing. Or it is so full of clothing that it's actually stressful and overwhelming and you don't even know what to wear, so you just pull out your old faithful outfit time and time again. Well, if this is happening to you, then it's time for a wardrobe edit, or maybe for some of you like to call it a wardrobe audit. And why an edit is really powerful is because if our wardrobe is full of just beautifully curated pieces that you can mix and match to create endless outfit, then your wardrobe is going to instill in you a sense of power and a sense of confidence. It's going to save time in the morning because you'll be able to find outfits that work for you, that you feel great in every single morning of the week. And in the long run, a really great wardrobe edit is going to save you money. And it's going to save you money because you end up buying the pieces that you need to fill the gaps in your wardrobe and not just the same pieces over and over again. I bet some of you look in your wardrobe and you might find that you have 10 of the same item. So 10 pairs of jeans, 10 pairs of white shirts, and it's because you're in a style rut and you're buying the same old over and over again. The best way to get out of a style rut is with a wardrobe edit. And a wardrobe edit can sometimes feel in itself overwhelming, but in actual fact, it's super easy. It's only 5 easy steps, 5 simple steps. I'm gonna walk you through it so that you can go into your wardrobe, put these steps into action, and finish with a really beautifully curated wardrobe. You actually need to set aside time. Yes, it does take time. And you don't want to leave your wardrobe edit halfway done, because that means you end up going to just put all the same clothing that you've pulled out back in, and it really defeats the purpose of the wardrobe edit. So set aside an afternoon, put on some really good music, maybe pour yourself a glass of wine or a cup of coffee, and really give yourself a couple of hours, so 2 to 3 hours, to go through your wardrobe properly from start to finish, so that you go through the whole process with a really clear frame of mind and you can finish the wardrobe in the same time frame. Did you know that we only wear 20% of our clothing 80% of the time? That means there is 80% of our wardrobe that is untouched, and probably pieces in there that you even forgot you have. So this is the time, this is step two, where you want to try on everything. And I really mean that. And what you want to do is to try on everything in their types of garments. So pull out your black pants, try on all your black pants. Really consider what is the best pairs that you have. What are the ones that fit you really well, that are in really great condition, that aren't stained, that aren't frayed. And when you start to try on everything, you want to consider 3 piles. So if they fit you well, they look great, they're in good condition, then they're going to go into the keep pile. If they hit some of those key factors, so they might fit well, but maybe they need a button replaced or a hemline fixed, then put them in the maybe pile. And if they're just not a good fit whatsoever, they're in really awful condition, they're beyond repair or tailoring, then they go into the lose it, the no pile. And that's a pile at the end of your wardrobe edit that you're going to discard. See, what you want to do is when you try on everything, you want to really consider all these questions, plus as well as, why did you even purchase this item? If it's a piece that you've never worn, why did you buy it? If it's still got the tags on it a year later, is it even worth keeping in your wardrobe if you've never worn it? So you're gonna go through, you're gonna try on everything by category. So try on all your black pants, all your jeans, all your shirts, all your t-shirts. Go through everything and really ask yourself these concise questions and be honest with yourself. Sometimes we hold on to items because they're a sentimental reason. Maybe they were passed down onto us from my mother or a grandmother, and you're allowed to keep these pieces. Just be really conscious that you're not holding on to too many of these. Keep 3 to maybe even 5 maximum centimeter pieces and store these up correctly. But you want to be ruthless. Keep only the pieces that you love, that fit you well, that are going to mix and match with all those items in your wardrobe. If those pieces hit the maybe pile, consider, is it worth tailoring them so that they are a good fit, to fix those buttons? If they're not in good condition, is it time to replace them so you end up with a piece that you really love and will wear lots? This is what you want to do for step 2. It's the most time-consuming part, but it's the fun part, because it's giving you permission to let go of the things that you no longer need and to keep the ones that are going to really serve you well. During this part, it's also really great to create fun new outfits. So start to put pieces together, outfits in your mirror. Really have fun with this. Give yourself permission to have that fun while you try on everything. Step 3 happens once you've tried on everything in your wardrobe. What you want to do is, those that are in the no pile, it's time to bag up, fold them up, donate them to a charity, or even discard them if they are in awful condition. That being said, make sure you discard them correctly. We don't want to end up with a lot of clothing in a landfill. You want to make sure those pieces that are in your no pile, that they do not end up back in your wardrobe. There's a reason why you said no to them in the first place. So when you discard them, when you donate them to charity, make sure you do this straight away. There is nothing worse than going through that beautiful effort of trying everything on only to end up back at the beginning with the no pile in your wardrobe. So do this as quickly as possible and you'll love yourself for it. Step 4 is to put everything back in your wardrobe. So if anything that's needed tailoring or buttons fixed, do this, hang it back up in your wardrobe with the pieces that were in your yes pile, your lover pile. So to do this correctly, make sure you use correct hangers. I love flocked felt hangers in that they're not as bulky as wooden hangers and they've got the rounded edges so they don't leave creases on your clothing. So hang everything up, fold everything correctly and store everything away. Put in those cedar balls or the mothball hangers to enable your clothes to remain in good condition without being eaten by silverfish. This is a time to take care of the clothing that you love and to put it all back. When you hang or store your clothing in your wardrobe, hang it by type and color. This is a really great way to know how to find those pieces that you need to create an outfit that you love. Or maybe even if you're really time poor in the morning, you start to hang out your options or your clothing back in outfits that you love to make it easy in the morning. So make sure you hang it all back in correctly so that it saves you that time in the morning. Step 5 is similar to step 4. It's about storing clothing, but this time it's storing clothing that's out of season. So if it's summer, you don't need to have your wardrobe impacted by your winter pieces like your heavy coats and heavy knits. So maybe you store these at the back of your wardrobe where you don't have easy access to them, where they're out of eye, so they reduce the overwhelm when you're getting ready in the morning. Or maybe you store things in correct storage boxes or vacuum sealed bags and store them in the top of your wardrobe. Whatever works for you, this is the time to remove those pieces that you're not going to wear that season, because this reduces, as I mentioned before, the overwhelmed when you're getting ready in the morning. And it means that every morning when you walk into your wardrobe, that you can walk in there with confidence, knowing that you've got access to the pieces that you love and that fit you well. And that's it. 5 easy steps to edit your wardrobe so you know that whatever is in there saves you time and money, and most of all, it gives you great confidence because whatever is in there are pieces that you love, are in great condition, and you know that fit and suit you well. I hope this helps.